If we've met, I'm Henry. So, my friends, let's just take a moment before we get into this mindful chat to take a moment to get into our centering. So, I invite you to find a comfortable position, either laying down or seated or standing. And I invite you to close your eyes, lower your gaze, and take 3 deep breaths. Breathing in life force energy, breathing out what no longer supports you. Breathing in life force energy, breathing out what no longer supports you. Following your breath in, following your breath out. Really letting yourself arrive here fully in this space. Take another deep breath. Inhaling stability, presence, trust. Exhaling fear, overwhelm, uncertainty. Bring in peace, harmony. Breathing out any tension. Once again, breathing in, breathing out. Letting go of the mental noise, the external distractions, the weight of the world for just a moment. This is your time, breathing in, breathing out, following your breath in, following your breath out. This is a moment, your time to ground yourself, reconnect with your center, find balance in the midst of change. Breathing in stability, peace, and resilience. Breathing out worry, tension, uncertainty. And now let's let the world around you shift. This moment is yours. A moment to ground, recenter, reconnect with the strength within you. And now let's invite Reiki energy healing. And if you wish to receive Reiki, you can say, yes, I'd like to receive Reiki for my highest good. If you don't, that's okay. Reiki respects free will. Letting yourself breathe in life force energy, breathe out what no longer supports you. And now we're going to start the mindfulness chat. So, my friends, this chat is about, we're going to explore the 6th theme of the February 2025 energy forecast, but this is really relevant information still. And whenever you listen to it, it still will be. And so this is one of the 7 themes designed to help you navigate this month with greater clarity, awareness, and resilience. If you would like the full energy forecast, it's on my podcast or it's a previous YouTube episode that offers a complete perspective. But for now, we're going to focus on this one powerful theme. And this one theme is navigating a changing world, finding balance amid uncertainty. So, my friends, y'all, the world is shifting at an astonishing pace, with events unfolding that leave many feeling ungrounded, uncertain, or overwhelmed. And it's completely understandable, even deeply human, to pause and ask, what is really happening? Where is all of this leading? And how can I navigate this turbulence while staying grounded? So, again, it's completely understandable, very, very understandable, deeply human to pause and ask, what is really going on here on this planet? How do I stay centered with so much changing? And also, what is my role in this shifting world? What is my role in this shifting world? While rapid changes in and when systems are having upheavals like this, it can feel overwhelming, feel unsettling. Yet, these very disruptions also present opportunities for transformation, both personally and collectively. So, for the personal and collective, for the individual and the collective, we're being invited to redefine who we are in this new world. And for some, this really may mean questioning outdated structures and beliefs, becoming more intentional with how we show up, grounding ourselves in peace, So then we are supporting, bringing in stabilizing forces for us and those around us. Change is going to happen. Change is inevitable. But how we respond to change, it is a choice. So, this is really what this theme is about: finding your center within the external chaos, building resilience instead of getting stuck in fear, releasing attachment to certainty and embracing adaptability, understanding the role of community and connection during times of crisis. Rather than being passive observers of change, we're being invited to engage with it consciously, courageously, and with open hearts. So, this is what you'll learn in this theme. We are going to explore how to navigate that uncertainty without feeling overwhelmed, how to move through being disoriented and finding your center in challenging times, why rapid global changes can be seen as opportunities for personal and collective growth, the role of community in times of crisis and why connection is essential, how to protect your well being and avoid burnout while staying engaged with the world. Also, how the astrological influences align with this energy of transition and adaptability, how to stay grounded within and finding stability and uncertainty, why disruption can serve as a catalyst for personal and collective transformation, how to move through feelings of fear, frustration, and exhaustion without getting stuck, the power of community in times of crisis and how connection can restore balance, why prioritizing self care is crucial for maintaining resilience during global shifts. So, this theme is not just about coping, it is about thriving within uncertainty, finding inner balance, and learning to navigate the ever changing landscape of life with greater wisdom. So, again, this is not just about surviving change, it is about learning how to thrive within it. So, moving through disorientation and finding your center. What I mentioned before, that many are feeling overwhelmed, many feel unsettled, frustrated, or even exhausted by world events. If you are currently living in the United States, you may know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're feeling this way, no, you are not alone. This is a natural response to intense and rapid change. Feeling unsettled, frustrated, or emotionally exhausted by current events is a natural response. However, these emotions are not meant to be permanent states. They are signals, they are reminders to pause, recalibrate, realign with what truly matters. So if you're finding yourself anxious or overwhelmed, ask yourself, am I absorbing too much external chaos without creating space for stillness? Am I absorbing too much external chaos without creating space for stillness? That could mean maybe you're going online too much and scrolling. So maybe you need to take timeouts from the news, social media, from the internet. So the next question is to ask yourself, if you've been feeling anxious, overwhelmed, ask yourself. That first question is, am I absorbing too much external chaos without creating space for stillness? The next question is, what can I do today to reconnect with my inner stability? What can I do today to reconnect with my inner stability? And that's where tools come in. What tools are you using? And maybe you need to add a few more tools to your toolbox. I like to do mindful Reiki meditations in the morning when I wake up. I like to do a dowsing energy session for myself. I also do nature walks. I listen to uplifting podcasts or books that actually can really support me. I also, there's a lot of different things that I do to support, but what do you do? What are you doing to support yourself? So, what can I do today to reconnect with my inner stability? The next question is, where can I shift my focus from fear to intentional, inspiring action? Where can I shift my focus from fear to an intentional, inspiring action? So, take some time to answer those questions because they will support you in terms of helping you move through this process. So, again, rather than remaining stuck in fear, we can channel our energy into meaningful, inspiring action. Use uncertainty as an invitation to build resilience. See chaos not just as breakdown, but as really an opening for breakthroughs. So, this is not about ignoring the realities of the world, it is about learning how to navigate them without losing your inner balance. And here really is the key once again. These emotions are not meant to be permanent states. I've been doing a new series called The Wisdom of the Emotions to support people really understanding. So far, I've done two, I have more coming up, but really understanding that these emotions are not meant to be permanent states. They're signals, reminders to pause, recalibrate, realign with what truly matters. So rather than remaining stuck in fear or uncertainty, we can choose to slow down, return to presence, focus on what is within our control rather than what is beyond it. I'm going to say that again because that's a big one. Focus on what is within our control rather than what is beyond it. Use disruption as an opportunity for growth and realignment. The chaos of the world is not just a sign of breakdown. It is also a beneficial portal for breakthroughs, increased awareness, and deeper human connection. So, then also, let's just talk about the strength of community during crisis. Recent global events, including natural disasters like in Los Angeles, the fires, have reinforced a timeless truth. Community is essential. In moments of crisis, we see the best of humanity, people stepping forward to support one another, acts of generosity, kindness, and courage, a deepened sense of interconnectedness and purpose. One of the reasons why I'm doing these February energy forecast themes broken up so much later than I intended to was because during February, some of the things that I was doing was I was doing pro bono work and helping just various people in Los Angeles. And I was also donating some of my time in other ways to support the community in Los Angeles. And so, because that at that time was really important to do, or important for me to do. So, in moments of crisis, we see the best of humanity. So, once again, one of the most powerful lessons of the recent global events, including the devastating fires in Los Angeles, is the strength of the community. We're not meant to navigate these times alone. In moments of crisis, people show up for one another. Support, connection, and unity become lifelines in uncertain times. When external systems feel unstable, our true foundation is found in each other. As conversations about global change continue to intensify, we cannot always predict every outcome, but one constant remains: our ability to care for, uplift, and support each other. That can't be taken away from us. And there are a lot of things going on right now in the United States, a lot. And I will say again, one constant remains the same: our ability to care for, uplift, and support each other. That cannot be taken away from us. So, my friends, where can you create connection this month, moving forward this year? Where can you create connection? Who in your life needs encouragement or a simple act of kindness? Who in your life needs encouragement or a simple act of kindness? How can you build strong, supportive relationships that sustain you? How can you build strong, supportive relationships that sustain you? Community can be a source of grounding. The more we invest in meaningful connection, the more resilient we become. While some of these systems are changing or systems are broken, the systematic changes are essentially necessary because the systems are broken. So these changes in systems are necessary for long-term solutions. And our ability to show up for each other in the present moment remains one of the most powerful forces for transformation. So as you move forward, ask yourself once again, how can I cultivate a deeper sense of connection? How can I cultivate a deeper sense of connection? Where can I be in regard to support, helping in a way that honors my energy? Where can I be in help or in support that honors my energy? How can I support my community while maintaining my own balance? That's another way to say it. How can I support my community while maintaining my own balance? Some people would say, how can I be in service? But I don't personally, as a human, like to say the word. Sometimes I might say it, but I don't really necessarily love saying that word of service because I've had past lives of just in servitude, enslavement, and there's a lot of systems still currently that create enslavement for people in different ways. And so I also think sometimes, you know, we get really caught up in being in service that can also cause imbalance to our own experience. And it can be non beneficial because we're over giving and we're not imbalanced to receiving. So I try to really say support. How can I be, where can I be in support, which then still honors my energy, or how can I support my community while maintaining my own balance? Um, so, so anyway, in uncertain times, it is really our relationships, our abilities to care for one another that supports us in terms of stability as well. And then it is really important though to prioritize your well-being within changing systems. So navigating a rapidly changing world does not mean sacrificing your well-being. If you're feeling drained or unbalanced, if you're feeling drained or unbalanced, it is essential to listen to what your body, emotions, and your intuition is telling you. Ignoring these signals can lead to burnout, while acknowledging them allows for healing, integration, and renewed strength, revitalization, and rejuvenation. So, here are some practical ways to stay balanced within uncertainty. Acknowledge your emotions instead of suppressing them. Allow yourself space to process emotions. Take breaks from information overload. Y'all, curate what you are consuming. Take breaks from information overload. Curate what you're consuming. I have taken a huge step back from social media, like huge. And yeah, it is just there is a rapid fire lately since we got into the new year of just so much more of a frenzy of content that whoo, that's me though. You know, you figure out what you need to do for you. Recognize though your feelings are your feelings are valid and you are not alone in the experience. Your feelings are valid, you are not alone in this experience. Surround yourself with people who are encouraging you, who are uplifting. Doesn't mean that people aren't going to have moments of being discouraged or difficult times. It just means that they may be in more of an optimistic, you know, curiosity growth mindset where they have tools to process. So then you support one another in terms of encouraging and supporting one another. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and movement to support your nervous system. Create grounding rituals, whether it's like meditation, energy work, breath work, nature walks. Take intentional time for rest, self nurturing practices. And also practice adaptability. Release resistance to change and embrace flexibility. This one is such an important one. Practice adaptability, release resistance to change, and embrace flexibility. Whoo, I've noticed so much as the human grows in terms of aging process, you can get really caught in rigidity. I've noticed, yeah, I'm in my early 50s, and I notice sometimes in my early 50s, I'm like, "Girl, you're getting some middle-age rigidity. We gotta lean into the growth, wise, open, curiosity mindset." And then I have to clear myself from collective, any kind of generational aspect. It's really interesting how it can show up. Because if you're getting caught in that kind of rigidity, it's affecting your ability to embrace flexibility, and then it can affect, it can create resistance to change. So practice adaptability, release resistance to change, and embrace flexibility. Every moment's a new moment. And it's so fascinating to me how in the human experience there's such resistance to change, when I'm like, y'all, literally every moment's a new moment. And so um yeah, let yourself practice that. And also, your well-being is not a luxury, it is a necessity. So your well-being is not a luxury, it is a necessity. When you take care of yourself, you are better equipped to navigate change with clarity and strength. We're in a time of profound transformation. Old systems are being restructured and new pathways are emerging. It's going to take time too, y'all. It is not like just when you look at like road work being done. So say if some of the streets need to be fixed or repaved, and they need to release some of the old street structures to pave new ones or whatever they're doing. It takes time. It takes time to dig up the old and then create a new surface for the new and then pave the way for the new. It just takes time, and we live in a physical world. And so in that physical world, sometimes it just takes time. And some of these old systems that are being restructured really don't want to be restructured in some ways. And there's people that don't want the old systems to be restructured, or they have another idea that they want to present that may not be in whatever it is. So, anyway, new pathways are emerging. And while uncertainty can feel unsettling, it is also an invitation. So, it is an invitation to cultivate resilience, expand our awareness, and move forward with clarity. And when we ground ourselves, we create stability in a shifting world, not only for yourself individually, but you're putting that into the collective. So, that is beneficial. By you changing your way of beingness, that supports the collective. When we also show up with open hearts, we contribute to the change we wish to see. So, how to integrate this theme? Again, daily grounding practice. I mean, last month in February in my Inspiring You Patreon, we were doing 2 energy meditations a day, 2 mindful Reiki energy meditations a day. That is how much. And then even within the day, I had to do some other work too, because that is how much the energies February, they were intense at times. Um, to me right now, March, coming into March, there was some clearing, but I feel so good right now. Um, and I'm really grateful for that because coming into this year and from last year, whew, um, but the practice helps, having a 2 a day practice definitely helps. And also now in the Inspiring You Patreon, we're doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is tool time, Thursdays is integration. And I'm still floating from the integration work we did earlier today. I feel so, so good. And it doesn't mean that going into the practice, I didn't have things to clear or attention to clear or whatever it was. It's just that dedication to practice and that commitment to it, that really is going to be a telling sign of how you move through what we're moving through. And to me, my intention is, how can I move through this with more ease, grace, harmony, groundedness, and alignment, and just feeling okay. And I can't imagine if I didn't have these practices. Oh my goodness. Because there are moments where I'm like, woo, this does not feel so great. So, if you don't have a practice, I really encourage you, whatever is calling to you, roll up your sleeves, make the commitment to practice. Daily grounding practice is really going to help you. Take moments each morning, in the mid afternoon, at night, breathe deeply, set an intention for stability and groundedness. Limit overconsumption of news. And I'm just going to say, especially if you're in the United States right now. I don't know what's going on in terms of the rest of the world. What's go- I see some international news. I watched international news too at times. In the US though, limit overconsumption of news. Stay informed without overloading your nervous system with fear-based media. I also find for me, it's easier for me just to kind of glimpse the headlines. I try not to actually listen to videos of news that much because sometimes I feel sometimes like the newscasters, only certain newscasters don't have this tone, but there's some newscasters that really have this like fear-inducing tone. And so it's like you have to really learn to stay informed without overloading your nervous system with fear-based media. Limit overconsumption of news, limit overconsumption of social media. Also because there's just a lot. I mean, I love that everybody's making so much content, but wow. Um so take care of yourself. Self-care as a priority, not as an afterthought. Self-care as a priority, not as an afterthought. Make sleep, nutrition, movement, emotional well-being essential. Connect with individuals who want to use tools. Surround yourself with people who are also working to stay present, aware, intentional. Y'all, there's nothing more exciting than to getting together with some of my friends and us talking about tool work. Like that is like my jam. I love doing that. Um, it's just exciting. So find people who want to talk about tools and staying present and aware and what they're learning and growing, the wisdom that they've downloaded and what they've learned. It's just so exciting. I love hearing what people have learned and how they've grown. So inspiring. Okay, so let's talk about some intentions and affirmations for this energy theme. You can repeat after me if these resonate with you, either out loud or silently to yourself. I choose to embrace change with resilience and trust. I choose to embrace change with resilience and trust. I remain centered even when there's uncertainty. I remain centered even when there's uncertainty. I release fear and open myself to new possibilities. This one's important because the universe wants to help you, wants to co create with you. And if you're caught in fear and you're blocking yourself from new possibilities, how is the universe going to co create those new possibilities with you if you're blocking it? So really use these intentions and affirmations to retrain your brain and allowing yourself to receive for your highest good. So if there's one that resonates with you, write it down and say it 5, 10 times, 20 times. Say it in the morning, say it in the afternoon, say it at night. Really work with these intentions and affirmations to support you. So I release fear and open myself to new possibilities. I release fear and open myself to new possibilities. I release fear and open myself to new possibilities. I trust that every shift is leading me toward greater alignment. I trust that every shift is leading me toward greater alignment. I trust in my ability to navigate uncertainty with grace. I trust in my ability to navigate uncertainty with grace. I choose to focus on what I can control and release what I cannot. I choose to focus on what I can control and release what I cannot. I create stability within myself no matter what is happening externally. I create stability within myself no matter what is happening externally. I move forward with resilience, strength, and clarity. I move forward with resilience, strength, and clarity. I move forward with resilience, strength, and clarity. And so it is. Take a nice deep breath. So use, for the tool work, use these intentions and affirmations to support you. So here, let's just talk about the astrological influence and the energy theme connection. So some of the astrological movements from February, the themes were transition, adaptability, grounding within change. And so Jupiter direct in Gemini, February 4th, expanding perspective, encouraging adaptability, embracing new ideas. The Sun conjunct Mercury in Aquarius, February 9th, a surge of innovative thinking, clarity, and reimagining the future. Leo full moon, February 12th, illuminating self expression, courage, and stepping into leadership. Pisces new moon, February 27th, encouraging spiritual trust, surrender, and alignment with intuitive guidance. So, this is really a time of trusting the unfolding process, knowing that even in the unknown, you are being guided toward something greater. So, that is the mindful chat for this theme. So, let's do a closing meditation now. So, again, close your eyes, lower your gaze, and take a nice deep breath. Take another deep breath. And now imagine, sense, visualize you're standing on solid ground, completely stable and centered. The world around you may shift, but you remain grounded. So feel yourself standing on solid ground, completely stable and centered. The world around you may shift, but you remain grounded. You are connected to something deeper, something unshakable within. You are connected to something deeper, something unshakable within. Take a nice deep breath. Another breath. Take a breath, another deep breath. Breathing in stability. Breathing out uncertainty. Breathing in again. The world around you may shift, but you remain grounded. You are connected to something deeper, something unshakable within. Now imagine, sense, visualize golden roots extending from your feet all the way deep down into the earth at your earth chakra, and feel that anchor. Give it a gentle pull to feel it anchored. Letting yourself receive any updates, activations, codes, expanding your grounding. Take another deep breath in. And then if this resonates, you can affirm, I am grounded. I am grounded. I am steady. I am steady. I am supported. I'm supported. I am grounded. I'm grounded. I'm steady. I'm steady. I'm supported. I'm supported. Taking another deep breath. And then affirming if these resonate. I trust in my ability to navigate change. I trust in my ability to navigate change. I remain rooted in my light truth. I remain rooted in my light truth. I embrace the unknown as a space of possibility. I embrace the unknown as a space of possibility. I am safe in the flow of change. I am safe in the flow of change. I trust myself to adapt with wisdom and grace. I trust myself to adapt with wisdom and grace. I walk forward with clarity and strength. I walk forward with clarity and strength. Take another deep breath. All right, we're going to start to come back now. Before we do, let's just break the links. If this resonates with you, you can repeat after me. I asked to break the links with this mindful chat. I asked to break the links with this Reiki session. I asked to break the links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I asked to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask the light to fill the void, cells, rejuvenates, refreshes, revitalizes for the highest good with ease and grace and gratitude. And I ask this healing be sealed with love and light. I ask this healing be sealed with love and light. I ask this healing be sealed with love and light. And so it is. And so it is, my friends. All right, my friends. So now bring your eyes open if they were closed. And then we're going to come to a conclusion now. So just remember that even though the world is shifting, we have the ability to stay anchored, resilient, and fully present. You're capable of navigating uncertainty with clarity and grace. Trust in the unfolding path, knowing you're always supported. And may this month and this year continue to bring you strength, wisdom, and a deep sense of peace, even within change. With that, my friends, much, much love. Until soon, and stay inspired, my friends.